let's address the previous video here real quick. So what if I told you that I believe that there is a reason why DoorDash and Uber in particular have you log on when they're actually not really busy? And that theory goes something like this. I believe that these companies are trying to bore us into taking terrible offers. You know what I mean? If you've sat there for a long time waiting for offers and you don't get anything, and you get bored enough to the point where you just want to get moving, and you'll take anything that they give you to an extent. Now, avoiding this requires a certain level of discipline. In my case, there's a certain set of standards that I'm always looking for on these trips, and I'm going to reject them no matter how bored I am. But it does drive me nuts, but I do believe that it is done intentionally. Now, of course, I cannot prove this in any way, shape, or form, but it's my hunch that they will have you log in, be on the app, and make you wait a long time for an order. So when a terrible one comes across, you're tempted to just grab it just to get moving. Now, I need at least $1.40 per mile in order to be able to even break even on a trip in this market, because again, most of my trips go out of town, and I have to come back empty almost every single time. Except in the case of DoorDash, where we have a neighboring town within our zone. So if I can get one that boomerangs me back home, that's the only exception to the rule. It's from Forest Lake, Minnesota to Hugo, Minnesota. Because I know there's a chance that I'll get one coming back their direction at least a little bit. And in that regard, though, I do believe that the apps do make us wait a long time for orders. They'll have us log in before there's anything to even be had, because they're trying to bore us into taking bad offers. But don't fall for it. Just keep your standards where they should be, where your math tells you that you need to have them kept. Don't fall for it, because these guys are trying to hold back money from us in every way possible. I don't believe that these companies ethically do things the right way, but I don't believe that they do anything that's illegal at the same time. This falls under that category. Remember, you're not your own boss on these apps. The algorithm is your boss. But that little decline button is a way to tell your boss no. And it's effective. Because if you can keep your expenses down by rejecting terrible orders, it doesn't mean they're going to stop sending them to you, because I don't think rejecting bad orders makes it to where, speaking of bad orders, there's a 70-cent a mile order right there. We'll have to spend also the same amount of miles to get back. This is why most drivers lose money, because I just got an $11 order to go 18 miles north of town. So $11 to go 36 miles round trip. You figure it out. There's no way you're making money on that at all in any shape or form, unless you get up there and they suddenly give you like a $20 tip after the fact, which never happens. You know this. So yes, that's the type of order right there that I just declined right as I'm taping this, that they're trying to get you to take, because I've been waiting here now for 25 minutes, and I started filming this episode in the middle of that wait. So I'm literally living out and following my own advice as I speak. Popped up a bad order, declined it while filming. I live my own advice, and I believe it works, and it keeps my expenses down and keeps me overall modestly profitable, although my taxes at the end of the year, I do show a modest loss because of the mileage rate that the IRS provides us. Nothing illegal, but practical. This will be a short episode, so I will leave it at that. So yes, DoorDash and Uber Eats will keep you on hold with nothing to do in a bid to make you, bore you into taking bad orders. Again, no proof, can't prove it, but it's a gut theory. And gut theories do have some truth to them usually. So we'll stop there, and I'll see you on the next time, and peace out, homies.